I understand that the next review members wish to debate is the financial review of the Ministry of Education. Will members please turn to the Education and Science Committee report, and the question is that the report of the Education and Science Committee on the 2010-11 financial review of the Ministry of Education be noted. Nikki Kay.
Mr. Speaker, I'm very pleased to speak on this financial review. Can I start off by acknowledging the previous Chair of Education and Science Select Committee, Alan Peachy. He's someone who had a huge respect in this House, and I think all members would acknowledge the huge contribution that he made to our country in terms of education. Can I acknowledge the Honourable Hekia Parata, our Minister of Education, and the fantastic job that she is doing for us in this government, and also the Honourable Anne Tolley, who also did an outstanding job. Look, we in the National Party, many of us believe in equality of opportunity, not outcome. And for many of us, we will fight to the death in this Parliament to ensure that some of our most disadvantaged children get the best opportunities in life. And a large part of that is access to good quality education. And what we're very proud of in this Parliament is that not only have we raised standards, but we have also focused on ensuring that we resource our education system properly. So when it comes to the budget, we're very proud that the increases that we've seen have been in both health and education. If we look at some of our achievements, we've managed to fund 18 new schools. We've managed to fund 400 school buildings. We've employed 1,600 more teachers. We've focused 50 education experts and 36 million to target those children that are falling behind. Because we know in this House that actually this country has some of the most outstanding educators in the world. But we also know that there are a group of children that are not doing so well. And so everything that we do, whether it's better resources as we have done in the last 3.5 years, or whether it is national standards, is about ensuring that those kids that are falling behind get the best start in life that they can have. We've also been very focused on programs like the Youth Guarantee. We know that some children in New Zealand do not suit a classroom environment. We are focused in ensuring that those kids don't drop out of school. The Youth Guarantee offers free study at selected private training establishments and institutes of polytechnics and technology. We've seen 12,500 Youth Guarantee places for 16 and 17-year-olds. That will happen by 2014. And, Mr. Speaker, I want to talk about something that's very passionate and close to my heart, and that is ensuring that New Zealand school kids can lead the world in digital literacy. And when you look at the last 3.5 years, we have committed an extraordinary amount of money through the Ultra-Fast Broadband Fund, $1.5 billion, to make sure that our kids can lead the world in digital literacy. But as many members will be aware, there is an inquiry in front of our Parliament to ensure that kids across New Zealand, whatever school they may be in, have that equity of access to technology. We've also focused on service academies. That's military-style programs for years 12 and 13 to run at schools with the Defence Force. We've opened 8 new academies already for over 800 students, with 13 more opening in 2012. We've been absolutely focused as well in ensuring that rural kids get a good education. That has been partly through the ultra-fast broadband and rural broadband. We've committed that over 97% of our schools will have UFB access by 2015. The Rural Broadband Initiative will put $300 million into this. So I am very proud to be part of a government that is not only providing extra and additional resource, and we've seen that through the new schools that we've opened, we've seen that through the many school buildings that we have built. We are seeing that through the investment that we're making in new technology. And we are also seeing that we are unashamedly focused on raising standards for our most disadvantaged children. And can I acknowledge that this doesn't happen? It's not just about money, it's not just about good policy, it's also about leadership. And for those members in the House that look at their schools and some of their schools that are failing, we know how important leadership and governance is. And can I say that I'm very proud to be part of an education team led by the Honourable Hekia Parata, who has made some hard calls in the last period that she's been in there, and she's not afraid to say that this government has standards, and this government will not let children be left behind. And we've seen some of those hard decisions, and I'm sure there will be more challenges that we will have in this area. But what we are very clear on this side of the House is that whether it comes to future budgets, we are absolutely focused on ensuring that education is a priority. But we are also focused on ensuring that we get good value for money. And we are also focused on the fact that we understand, Mr. Speaker.
Mojo Mathers.
Allow